Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. Today we're continuing our Magnolia theme, and we're doing the Silos Baking Company. My son was very excited about this, if you can't tell. And so this box here actually is the little cupcake box. Kind of cut it down. I tried to find some ways to make it be 3D on the page, and it just was going to be, I thought, too clunky. So I just cut it down so you could see one side of it. And then, of course, a cookie bag. And those pieces are just going to be there for good ephemera. Also bought more stickers. Don't know that I'll use all of them on this page, but yep, another $12. So if I don't use them all here, there will be other places that those can go. So we'll work on getting these pieces down. I'm just going to use a little bit of tape here because on this, you will be able to see that tape if you put too much on. And so I did think about making a cookie and sticking it inside here, but I just thought it would, I mean a cookie on my Cricut machine, but I thought it would be too weird. Might still do it later, but for now, we're just going to have these two pieces of ephemera on the page. So we'll slide this up here and then take these pictures here, and we will mat these quickly. There's a whole episode of Fixer Upper dedicated to the creation of this space. This is my son. Once we have our cupcakes standing at the end of the counter, here he is with his cupcake right here outside the silo. I don't remember if those cupcakes made it home or not. They might have been eaten before we left. Or actually, I think we ate ours, and this was a cupcake that we bought for my dad to bring back to him. He had just had knee surgery, and so really couldn't walk very much, and so he needed to stay home at that time. This photo is actually interesting because it was taken like this, but I love the way that it kind of turned out. And in some ways, other than the ephemera, it serves as the title block for this spread, having the signage there. So there we go. Background paper, kind of this whites and grays, matching, I think, kind of the theme of Magnolia, which includes a lot of whites and blacks. And just thought that it was a fun background. In some ways, it's not a color I would use in a lot of other of my spreads, and so to use it here, I think is fun. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now I've got these pieces and I want to get some stickers. Just got to think about what are the pieces here. There, that one makes sense there. Let's see. I don't want to put any more on that page. Just trying to think about, I do feel like I feel like this, does that make more sense to be on this page? I mean, I do like this logo too, but that's the outside of the building. No, I think that needs to be that. Maybe I'll just put that there. And I'll leave the others for another time. Cupcakes for President. Actually, maybe I can, well, I might someday want to slide something in there. So you can see how I'm doing my thought process here. Okay, I think I'm going to leave those off and just use 2 stickers, make it nice and simple. Again, this is probably part of the process I could have done before I started filming, but I thought I'd like you to see how I think through stickers. Stickers, I do not often use stickers unless they're part of the ephemera from the event. I used to use them a lot before my Cricut machine because it added some embellishments, but once my Cricut machine came in place, if I'm going to do an embellishment, I prefer to do that. And so, but these are now part of the ephemera. And all right, so we have some stickers. They're not necessarily Magnolia branded, but I can use them on some other projects, so we'll stick those back in there so remember where they came from. And there we go. The Silos Baking Company. This is on the Magnolia grounds. So hope you've enjoyed watching this. I've had a great time and would love to be seeing your projects. Take care.